Hello, chat. How are you all doing today? We're doing a little impromptu stream. I don't know how long we're gonna be streaming for. I figured it's the 30th anniversary, so we might as well watch the presents together. There was a part of me that wanted to watch it on my own, but the other part of me was like, we should probably watch this together. Even though I'm pretty sure everybody else already seen it because it's been up for like 6 hours. Probably 7 hours at this point. Anyway, let's fucking roll. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know what this is. This is just like the quote-unquote remake slash like digital copy of their OG games that they're gonna sell for like 20 bucks a pop on the eShop. Because I heard a bunch of people complaining about it. What's up, Trash? Did I say that a lot of people hate this presents? I'm gonna be honest with you. I woke up like an hour ago, so I haven't seen shit. Well, I mean, that's not true. I've seen one screenshot, but I'm not gonna say what screenshot it is because I don't want to open myself up to people being like, "Yeah, right."
I'm from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day.
Mm-hmm.
This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance.
The OG, the best.
Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon.
Nah.
And these diverse
They're not real. Only the 151 are real.
Trainers worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you.
Okay. Let's look at what we have here. Okay, this was the Pokemon Center in Japan, the special one that was a little like Mewtwo's lab, and I think there may have been a limited time one in New York, but don't quote me on that. This is Pokemon Concierge. This is just like a little Poke Park thing. That's red and blue. This is from... Was this from... Because I see Titans in the background. Is this from the... one of the first championships that they held for Pokemon Unite? I don't remember. This is the new Pokemon series. I don't know these two characters' names. This is from the motorcycles that they made a while back. These are just like damage counters and stuff. Pokemon Go, yeah. OG with the link cable. I think this is Worlds.
You will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve.
Wait, why do I have like Spanish in the bottom of the screen?
Broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
I see why people hate it now. There's unskippable Spanish dialogue. How dare they? You know what? I hate this Pokemon Presents too now. I mean, I knew about this because this got leaked. I'm pretty sure all this is them and oh, never, this is like a physical thing. Never mind. I didn't know about this. Okay, hold up. Hold up. I just realized we're watching the Latin America Pokemon Presents. Let's see if we can find the English one. No shade to Latin America, but I want to read what the fucking screen says. Okay, 45 songs, 45 cartridges. Game music collection, okay.
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system. We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
We took particular care to make sure that the audio was ear-piercing, just like the Game Boy. Wait, does it just come with 45 fucking cartridges?
Hello, Pokemon trainers, and happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International.
I forgot about Chris Brown.
2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco.
What the fuck is Pokemon XP?
2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world. Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions, while their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a
Go even further
experience
beyond
where
Plus
fans around
Ultra.
the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon XP event. Fans of all ages
They invited me,
expect
Chad.
fun activities, including interactive
They're gonna fly me
exhibits,
out.
pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience, today we're giving you a first look at a truly special piece of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championships. Whether you're joining us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August.
Let's be real. It'll probably be at home on a live stream. Okay. We're getting balloons? Fat Pikachu. Ugly Charizard. Wait, are we getting like... Never mind. No, there's no way. For a second, I thought we were gonna get a reprint of the e-reader cards. I was about to pop off. I was like, holy crap. It's like a collector's dream. No, watch them reprint the e-reader cards, but they don't actually work. Okay. But what was that? The 10th anniversary of Pokemon Go. That's crazy. Man, back when I stopped playing Pokemon Go, I had probably one of the most cracked accounts out there.
A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return.
Wow.
And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow.
Wow.
We also have a promo code to share.
I don't care that much. Oh, Pokemon Master Sex. I was actually playing Pokemon Master Sex before stream started. And for those of you wondering why I was playing Pokemon Master Sex, is because they released a Rika character a while back. And like, if you know anything about me, I'm not used to the game having voice acting because I just play with the sound off.
Pokemon Masters EX.
No, it's Pokemon Master Sex, but like you were close. Pokemon Cafe. Cafe Remix, my bad. Oh my goodness, it's the same Pokemon as before, but now they have bows! The fuck is this? Oh my goodness. How do they know that I was a woman? I love this. Pokemon Sleep. Yeah. Little do you know that man lived in the UK and he was about to get stabbed by some random dude in the alley. That's why they had to cut away real fast. Some Mew's coming to Pokemon Sleep. Riola's just like, wake the fuck up! There's a Mew over there! Okay, Latias, Latias.
To celebrate Pokemon Day, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray.
It's what we always
The magnificent
wanted.
power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into
Wait,
battle.
you can play as the legendary
You can
birds now?
participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are
Meganium,
scheduled to be added.
Typhlosion, Feraligatr. I know those guys. Typhlosion's the dude who caught the allegations and got kicked out of Pokemon CA. Typhlosion, I'm sorry, you're not beating the allegations. I actually pulled that card just a few minutes ago. That Fuecoco card. Oh, the immersive's Arvin? Bro, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I drop $1,000 if they put a Rika card in this game. If they put a Rika card in Pokemon Go, or not Pokemon Go, in Pokemon Pocket, I drop $1,000. GameCube? Ooh. They're at it again. Look at the evil Lugia. Look at the shadow Lugia. Look at the little guy. Look at Lugia. Oh my goodness. Are we ready to go snatching? I'm just kidding. Nah, low key though, like this is actually pretty cool. Like I know like the bar is on the floor, but like being able to play this like on the Switch is pretty cool. I forgot they just had like a wizard looking guy in the game. Wait, is this only Switch 2? Because they have the Switch 2 logo in the top.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
Hello.
I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games.
Give them to me.
First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version games coming to Nintendo Switch.
I'm listening.
The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
We also plan to make these titles compatible with
Okay, hold up. I gotta look at this fucking spreadsheet real quick. Okay, so Fire Red, Leaf Green, go into Pokemon Home, and you can link them to Pokemon Champions, and you can deposit them into Scarlet and Violet and ZA. Okay, yep.
Pokemon Home in the future.
Every time they show this fucking diagram, it gets more and more convoluted.
RPG series titles on adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
Visit Pokemon Champions? What does that mean?
Next, we have some news about Pokemon Champions.
Okay, I'm calling it right now, because you guys said people were mad. I'm calling it right now. Say that I have a Pikachu that I caught in Scarlet and Violet. I can then, quote-unquote, like, rent it or some bullshit like that in Pokemon Champions, but I won't own it in Pokemon Champions. Like, if I quote-unquote transfer it or link it to Pokemon Champions, it'll give me, like, sort of like a trade license, if you will, in Pokemon Unite, and I'll have, for, like, say, 24 hours or like, some X amount of time, I will have a Pikachu, but after that link, quote-unquote, expires, I will no longer have that Pikachu, and then if I want to permanently have a Pikachu in Pokemon Champions, I'll have to, like, buy it with whatever the point system is in Pokemon Champions. That sounds like something that would piss people off. Damn, he looks just like me for real, for real. Let me guess, the girl's gonna kick his ass? She would be on her phone. She can't afford a Nintendo Switch 2. She's a child. Kick your ass, old man. Show her what Gen 1 was all about. Look at these poor kids on their Nintendo Switches and Nintendo Switch Lites. Where do they find the people for these fucking like extras in a Pokemon ad? I forgot the Mega Raichu, what is that, X existed. I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. That was supposed to be the UK? Where were the knives? Where the hell did you get the WWE title belt? Father.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game,
Okay.
the newest title in the Pokemon series.
Watch them just spoil the entire ending that I haven't gotten to yet. Watch them spoil the entire ending that I haven't gotten to yet. Okay. Wait. Are they adding like player customization or something? Yeah. Okay, chat. I'm closing my eyes. Tell me when to open them. My eyes are still closed. Okay. It reached a certain point and we're like, I didn't recognize the megas anymore, and I didn't want to spoil myself. Mega Garchomp Z? Okay. Let me guess, Mega Garchomp Z is like flying type? It's like dragon flying or some bullshit like that?
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery
I wonder
gift
how
will
Mega
become available
Garchomp
for the
Z
Pokemon
or just
Legends
the Z
ZA
Megas are gonna
Dimension
translate to
DLC
like
after
the
this
main
presentation
series
concludes.
games.
After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can
Oh.
obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace.
Oh.
Next up, we have some news about Pokemon Pokopia.
Listen, I was kind of excited for Pokeopia, whatever the fuck. I was kind of excited for this bullshit, but when I found out that it was game key card only, I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm not playing it anymore. I don't want to. I refuse. Because I like to buy physical, but at the same time, I don't see the point of buying a game key card, and I don't want this shit digital, so I'm just not going to play it. That's a Rotom. That's a new Rotom form right there. Look at it. Holy shit. I was joking.
Is that curious looking stereo of Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside? It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom.
Yo, DJ
What
Rotom.
happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Play this track. He just starts playing "Not Like Us" by fucking Kendrick Lamar.
It can help liven up the town with a variety of music.
Yo, did you see Volby
Ditto
just
and the
shaking his
others are
fucking
moving
ass?
to the
Yeah,
beat
Volby, let's go.
to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks, while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia. Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town.
These are the ruins of
Wow, you're
Lumio
sure
City.
fired up.
After they let all those wild Pokemon in there.
Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too.
Sorry, Riolu. I gotta look out for number 1.
But how do you cook?
Damn. How are you gonna say how do you cook and then just fucking like start going to town? Is that Greedent?
That's Silhouette.
Is that Master Chef Greedent?
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente.
Chef Dente?
Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes.
I guess Chef Entei was taken.
Each Pokemon has different foods they prefer. Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town.
Who needs a golden watering can where you can just like
Try
eat
bringing
food?
Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns.
Mm-hmm. So
You
this
can
release
play
is like
up to
Pokemon
3
Animal
other
Crossing, huh?
Pokemon. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone.
In fact, I think this narrator like was one of the New Horizons
There you are.
narrators.
There's someone here too. But where's the last one?
They're a tree.
Whoa! You can transform into
Hey
objects.
yo, is that
too.
Minecraft?
That was a fun game of hide and seek.
Yo, listen, the Pokemon
By working
Pokopia
together,
prop hunt
you could even
videos
build
are gonna go
something
crazy.
this big.
Just wait until the goddamn Pokemon Pokopia prop hunt videos come out.
Together, you can develop a town or go on far-off adventures. New encounters may await you as well. Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger.
Yo, it's like DK.
Developing a town.
That was
one
like
step at a
Donkey Kong,
time.
Chad. When you become Graveler, you actually become
Pokemon
DK.
Pokopia.
You're looking for bananas.
Available on March 5th.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck since his game key card. Get fucked, bot. Exactly.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th.
Mm-hmm.
We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up.
I hate working with Pokemon. In fact, I hate Pokemon.
Today, we covered all of the information you see here. We'd like to end our presentation today with one final video for you all. Thank you for tuning in.
I mean, it's gotta be the new Pokemon, right? Gen 10? Hold on, I wasn't looking. I'm gonna go back one quick second. I want the full ambiance. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were gonna fucking play that one I thought they were gonna fucking play the Black Parade for a second. When I was Young boy. Who is that? Fuzzy Pikachu? Oh my goodness, it's my Pika parents! They're back from getting milk! Pika mom! Pika dad! Ryan Reynolds, is that you? This game has windmills? That's crazy. Wingull? Wait, hold up. Was that a fucking rake Pokemon? Hold up. No, that was Toxapex. That was Marini. I thought that was a goddamn rake Pokemon for a second. Brout. Pombon. Gekwa. Wait, that's Gyarados. That's Gyarados right there. I see him. I see him. That was a Gyarados in the clouds. I see it. You see this, chat? It's gonna have an underwater level. Winds and sea, waves. Okay, let's look at these guys. Okay, this guy, he's ugly, but you could argue he's kind of ugly cute. Here's the thing that kind of gets me. I think the middle one is, like, fine. Like, it doesn't really scream starter to me, but, like, I think the middle one, as far as, like, a Pokemon design, is, like, fine. The grass one, in my opinion, like, it seems more like a beta design. Like, it's not like a... It looks like it's missing something. The middle one looks generic AF. It does look generic, but it also feels like Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? The grass one, to me, looks like it's missing something. Like, maybe like a bow tie, or like a fucking, like, what if it had like an ascot? That would be funny. Like a little ascot. Just to give it like a little scarf thing. That seems like it could be cool. And then, like, this one on the side, this look... The blue one on the side just doesn't even look like a Pokemon. It looks like a fake mon, in my opinion. The blue one looks like a fake mon. But this is just, like, my knee-jerk reaction. Because I feel like in this modern era of Pokemon, like... I feel like I've had that a lot. And where I didn't like Sobble when I first saw Sobble. I didn't like, it's not Cinderace, it's not Raboot. Scorbunny. I didn't like Scorbunny when I first saw it. I like Grookey. But that was, I only liked Grookey. And then Cinderace, or then Scorbunny, I was like, yeah, it's okay. And then Sabo never really grew on me, if I'm being completely real with you. And then like the middle evolutions, Raboot was kind of ass, Thwacky was kind of ass, and then what is it called? Drizzle was very ass. And then Inteleon, I didn't like Inteleon. Cinderace, I thought was pretty cool. And then Rillaboom, I never really liked Rillaboom, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then you have Gen, what is it, 9? And then you have Gen 9, and then we have Fuecoco. Fuecoco looked good. Sprigatito looked good. And then Quaxley looked good. And you know what? Now that I think about it, the Gen 9 starters, I did like the Gen 9 starters. Just the starters, not like the evolutions. Yeah, Gen 9, now that I think about it, had good ones. And then I'm thinking to myself, Gen 8. What about Gen 8? No, we just talked about Gen 8. Gen 9 had good ones. And then Gen 7 was also pretty good, now that I think about it. Because we had Rowlet, we had Popplio, and we had Litten. Final evolutions were also good. The duck. Yeah, I'm trying to think, because Quaquaval was like, eh. And then you had, God, every time I talk about Pokemon on stream, I feel like I have like an aneurysm and I can never remember the fucking names. No, Quaquaval was the final evolution. Quaxwell was the middle evolution. And then you had like Sprigatito something, and then I don't know. I can't remember. I always have like a goddamn brain fart whenever we're talking about Pokemon on stream. I come across this as like a fucking pleb. You mean Weed Cat? Oh yeah, Weed Cat. But here's my thing. Here's my prediction. This guy, he's gonna turn into some like rooster motherfucker. I think this guy's gonna turn into some sort of like rooster. I think it'll be like on its feet, and then worse fucking timing. Yeah, true. But this guy, I think he'll like stay like chicken form, but he'll evolve into like maybe like a rooster. This dude, if I'm being honest with you, like from the back, from the front, like he's like a Pomeranian or some shit like that. But from the back, he looks like Pommy. Like Pommy, Pomo, Pomot. From the back, he does. It's gonna be a giant ostrich-looking thing. Listen, here's why I don't think it's gonna be an ostrich, okay? A, because we just got an ostrich in Gen 9. And B, because ostriches are fucking ugly. So those are my two reasons. I think he's gonna be a rooster. Or like a chicken. This guy, I hope he stays on all fours, but let's be real. Like, he's a fire type starter. He's gonna become bipedal, and then Game Freak's gonna make the furries want to fuck him. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Like, I want the fire dog to stay on all fours, but it's a fire starter, and so everybody knows a fire starter has to walk on two legs, and then make all the furries want to fuck it. Like that them's the rules. Them's the breaks. And then as far as the water dude, like, I get he's like a gecko or whatever, but I'm trying to, like, in my humble opinion, I know they're different animals, but I feel like a gecko is a little bit too close to, like, a chameleon or whatever, like Sable. In my opinion, I think a gecko is a little bit too close to, like, the chameleon lizard shit we already had with Sable. That's just my opinion. Then again, like, you could make the same argument for the goddamn rooster thing, because we got an owl, and then now we got, like, a chicken. Kecleon? Kecleon's different, though. Like, Kecleon was some random Gen 2 bastard that nobody ever talks about. Everybody always fucking forgets. And then if you played Pokemon Go, like, Kecleon was like, dude, for the people who play Pokemon Go, you know the goddamn struggle. Like, you finished your entire Gen 1 dex, okay? You finished your entire Gen 3 dex. Gen 4 came out. Kecleon was Gen 3? My point still stands. See, that's how forgettable he is. You forget what generation he was. But like, my point still stands. Anyway, so Pokemon Go, you finished your entire Gen 1 dex. You finished the Gen 2 dex, okay? You are missing one Pokemon in Gen 3. No one knows what it could be. You finished your Gen 4 dex. And so now you have like 4 going on 5 generations in Pokemon Go, and there's still not a single fucking Kecleon in the game. Exactly, Meg. But yeah. Kecleon was Gen 3 because you had to use the Poke Specs or whatever the fuck they were called, because the Kecleon was blocking your path to get to that one gym in Gen 3 in Ruby and Sapphire. And then you had to put on those little fucking goggles, and Kecleon's like, oh, you see me for who I truly am. Get away! I'm not ready for this kind of commitment! And then he runs off. That was your Rowlet impression? True. The champions thing they announced looks good. Reminds you of Stadium, just online. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Going forward, every single Pokemon game, or not every single Pokemon game, but every single, like, Pokemon, how would you say? Every single competitive Pokemon thing is going to be in Champions. So the main line, so like, say for example, you will no longer from this point forward, this is the way they're setting it up, like at Pokemon Worlds, like you won't be playing Gen 10, you'll be playing on Pokemon Champions, and Pokemon Champions is going to be the new like competitive battler. Hydrate, fuck, you caught me. How did you know I don't have anything to drink? Give me a second. There's a drink behind me. Let me grab it. How did you know? Anyway. Pokemon Hunter Monster Hunter Wilds is doing a collab with Ichiran Ramen. Nice. Check out the new Monster Hunter game trailer. Give me a second.
That's Lao Shan Long! Real as the nose on my face!
Damn. Realize it nose on his face.
There aren't many of us hunters who have ever met a live Lao Shan Long, that's for sure.
It's all crystallized.
Chat, what the fuck is a Lao Shan Long? This is the point where someone in chat says, it's just Chinese for dragon.
Now, but can you imagine it stomping around?
Yeah. Elder dragons ain't no joke. They say their steps would
They ain't no joke.
Earthquakes.
Anything else?
We scouted the local terrain.
He was the OG super boss in Monster Hunter? Okay, I see.
Movements. In addition, we received noteworthy intel about the Sacrosanctum.
What do you say we swing by Gallia? Big old city, just up the road?
Do you remember Zora Magdaros?
Shop there.
Yeah, I remember Zora Magdaros.
Thing or two about these feral monsters.
Oh, okay.
There's something out there beyond anything we can imagine. And that something is the source of the encroachment. That's my hunch.
Is that my pet Rathalos? Egg? Question mark?
They're here.
It's the egg they want. We'll try to buy you some time.
Clarissa!
It's time you give us the egg.
What in the goddamn Fire Emblem 3 houses is going on?
truly intended to save the world, then it's my duty to pick up the torch and see it through.
Go in strength. Go forth as a rider, head held high. Do me proud.
I'll do you proud, father.
Father.
Oh my god! Hold it. Shit. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Chad, someone turned this into like a reaction gif or some shit like that.
Father.
Hold the dude. Hold the fuck up. Hold up.
Father. Father.
Our dad is a goddamn cat. He's throwing gang signs. Holy shit. We gotta see it one more time. One more time.
You sin, Father.
Holy shit. Oh my god. The cat's throwing gang signs. Holy shit. Our father's a cat. What the hell are these things? Anyway, back to Pokemon. Remember that one game you never finished, Rise? Chat. The credits rolled, okay? The credits fucking rolled. The credits rolled, okay? It's not my fault that when the credits roll in the goddamn game, it doesn't mean you beat the game, okay? The credits rolled. The DLC, we don't have the DLC. We only have base game. And the credits rolled. Chat, I understand. Okay, let me explain this from the perspective of someone who is not a huge Monster Hunter guy. I understand that, like, in the Monster Hunter fandom's opinion, to beat the game, you have to hunt every monster, you have to fuck every monster, you have to go and have relations with every monster, you have to raise your child, you have to leave, get milk, wait for the child to grow up into an adolescent, and then you kill your child. Like, I understand to be a Monster Hunter player, you gotta do it all, okay? But what I'm saying is the credits fucking rolled, okay, chat? At a certain point, you're just beating the fuck out of monsters. The credits rolled, okay? Anyway, back to talking about Pokemon. The chicken, like, the chicken's growing on me, okay? The fire dog is very, like, unabashed. You know, like, he's very, like, how would you say, safe. And the gecko, I'll be real with you, I feel like the gecko, I'm calling it right now, the gecko may be the gecko may be this generation's Poplio. And where the gecko is kind of ugly as shit, but then it has, like, a crazy cool final evolution. Hear me out. The gecko may be ugly now, but in the future, he may have, like, a crazy final evo. This could be the Incineroar of the future. Yo, he actually does look like a Littlest Pet Shop character. I want to see Austin John
30 years.
Chat, before you say anything, that hurt my ears too. Before you say anything, that hurt my ears too, okay?
Years. And finally, it's time for Pokemon Day 30th anniversary.
Is that real? This is like a real Littlest Pet Shop thing? Okay, Momiji, you're right. You know what? Hold up. Nah, that's not real. That's not... You can tell it's fake. You can tell it's fake. You can tell it's fake because the gecko is not standing on the sidewalk. He's standing in the sidewalk. So this is an edit. Hold up. For a second, I thought Scovillain, that's his name. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. You usually have to go to Google for this shit like this. Let's see, open image in new tab. All right, because here's the quote unquote OG Scovillain. So like here is like the, how would you say, the fan art? Not even fan art. This is just like a fan created Pokemon. And then here is like the Game Freak we stole your shit Pokemon. Even you thought it was real? Well, you said, well, here's the thing. My brain went to this. I didn't realize you were memeing at first, and I thought it was just a Scovillain situation. And where it was literally like a Littlest Pet Shop character, and then you stole the design. Same way with like Scovillain, and where like this is like the fan creation. Like this is a fan Pokemon that was made like 5 years or something like that before Scarlet and Violet, and this is like the stolen, you know, Scarlet and Violet design. The art style is so extremely close. Let me look at it again. I mean, I see what you're saying, but like, I think the main thing that gives it away is the shading. Like, had I known that you were like memeing, like I would point out like the shading and also the way the eyes are done. Like these Littlest Pet Shops, they got some soulless fucking eyes. I'm not gonna lie to you. At least the gecko has a little bit of a glint in his eye. But nah, so like, this is the original one, and then this is like the stolen one. The Game Freak stole. Also, can we just talk about the fact that like this person made this design, Game Freak obviously fucking stole it, and then nothing ever happened to it about this. Like whenever they stole that goddamn art of what was it, Lugia? No, I think it was Ho-Oh. Whenever they fucking stole that art of Ho-Oh in Pokemon Pocket, they immediately walked that shit back. But you steal a goddamn Pokemon and put it in the game, and then they never apologize for that shit. I'm just putting that out there. Real recognizes real, and this is some real bullshit. I'm just putting that out there. I want to see Austin John's reaction to this shit.
We'd like to end our presentation today with one
Gen
final
10.
video.
Okay. Not actual gameplay footage. Okay, we got some trees on a paper.
Listen, I didn't catch the not actual gameplay footage for a second, like the first go around, but just imagine for a second. Imagine if Game Freak had been cooking in the kitchen, and then they just rolled up and they're like, this right here, these are the graphics for the new game.
Someone drew a thing. Okay, that looks a lot like Gen 2 with the Kyoto girls, Kimono girls, Lumio City. And now staring out at the beach. G-Max forms. Mesa Goza. Pikachu's looking out to the ocean.
You're damn right he is, John.
It's actually a great rendered Pikachu. Two very tropical looking Pikachu. Ladies. Oh, well, the one on the right's a girl, the one on the left's a guy.
These are my Poke parents. That's my Pika father, my Pika mother.
Oh! Not representative of actual gameplay footage.
Okay, let's be real. We've been here before, Chad. This is exactly what the game's gonna look like. When has there ever been a Pokemon trailer in the recent era, Pokemon era, and where you see the Pokemon trailer and it's like not representative of like actual gameplay, and then after like the game comes out, it looks the exact fucking same and they didn't change shit. Like this is exactly what the games fucking look like. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. Arceus? What was the difference between like Arceus gameplay footage and or like trailer and then like main game? Because like I know in Sword and Shield, people saw the trees and shit in Sword and Shield, and then everybody was like, "Listen, guys, the tree may look like dog shit in the trailer, but this is just a trailer. The trees in the real game are gonna look awesome." And then you had like the choppy ass shit in Scarlet and Violet trailer, and it's like, "Listen, the game may be choppy as shit. The game may be choppy as shit in the trailer, but once you actually get the game, once it actually comes out, it's gonna look great." Legends of Arceus looked a bit better in the trailer. Oh, true. I forgot about that. Where it looked a little bit better in the trailer and then a little worse in the game. Yeah.
Okay. I expect to see no new Pokemon.
Okay, this reminds me of Blueberry Academy. So here's my question. I want to know, like, how close is this region to Blueberry Academy? Because does this not kind of give Blueberry Academy vibes? But once we actually have your money, it'll be great.
Other than maybe starters. Okay, very
Also, I want to know what these goddamn Nintendo Switch ass hoverboards are on the side. Dude, what if that's what this is? What if this generation, these are like your roller skates or your bike? Like, what if this is just dead ass like a Marty McFly hoverboard where you can just like hover around? Like, say you want to like traverse the water, like you just like hover / fly over the water. I know I'm reading way too far into this, and this is probably just like some decorative bullshit. This might be the Pokedex for this generation. Who knows?
Data models are definitely based off of Scarlet and Violet. Look at all them. Look at all them.
Got a solo 10-star Arcveld. Got you. Also, I'm just gonna say it. For a Pokemon trailer to show Ladybug, and let alone Ledian, probably like the most like one of the most hated Pokemon of all time. Not Ladybug, but specifically Ledian, is in putting this in your trailer. Interesting.
I mean, looks great so far. This is definitely only on the Switch 2. No way they're making this on the Switch 1.
I agree with that statement. I think because like here's my opinion. I think ZA was the last how would you say Pokemon game of like the you would say the previous generation. But this is 100% going to be only Switch 2. Also, there was rumors in the original data mines of the game, or not data mines, but like leaks for the game, that this game was gonna have procedural generation like Minecraft, but apparently that's been scrapped. Champions will get a stripped back version on, I mean, it's like it's just a Pokemon battler. Like, here's my thing. One, I feel like they have to how would you say, put it on like on Switch, because if you want it to be available on like basically everything, like phone and Switch and everything like that. Here's my opinion. There won't be a PC port, but you will be able to play it through like those like PC mobile players. Because typically, like, Pokemon doesn't like putting shit on PC. You know what I mean? Because Pocket never came to PC. Yeah, with like BlueStacks or insert some other thing. But that's my opinion. I think Champions will be on Switch and Switch 2 because like how the fuck can like the Switch not run Champions? You feel me? But this is gonna be like the next generation, and in my opinion, I feel like for Nintendo Switch 2 sales, this would be a very big bump. You know, they'll do like a holiday bundle, like I don't know if they said this is coming out this year or next year. It would make sense if it came out this year, but I would understand if it come out next year. Like, imagine like the holiday like Switch 2 bundle where it's like, okay, here's Pokemon like winds and waves or whatever the fuck this game was called, and then you have like say like almost like an Animal Crossing, you know, no Switch, and where you have like say like a sort of like a turquoise and sort of like a creamish white Joy-Cons or whatever. You heard that the phone version of Champions will be freemium and focus on more. We will focus more on Pokemon Home than the other versions. Okay, so here's my opinion. They already said straight up, like they're not gonna have in-app purchases in the game, like in the sense that like you can't buy a Mewtwo, you can't buy like say a held item or whatever. But I think everything's gonna be cosmetics in that game. It will be freemium, but everything will be like cosmetics, and there may be like say a battle pass, at where no, there probably definitely will be a battle pass, and in that battle pass you'll get cosmetics, and then it'll probably be like an Overwatch loot box, and where it's fucking dog shit, and where some of the levels are like bullshit, and where you'll have like the free battle pass the free version of the battle pass, which gives you like battle points, and the battle points can then be used, you know, rent say a Mewtwo or like a Destiny Knight. I don't know what the fuck you do with a Destiny Knight in competitive. You get my point. But as far as we know, like it is going to be freemium, but it's probably going to be just cosmetics.
A lot more foliage. Oh, starter reveal. We have a grass chick.
Okay, let me just rewind it back real quick. Tell me from behind that doesn't look like a Palmy. Did you see Overwatch Rush also? What the fuck is Overwatch Rush? But from the back, tell me that this little fuck does not look like Palmy.
We have a grass chicken and a fire fox and a water frog. Brout?
Okay, I'm gonna rate their names now. Brout. It rhymes with sprout. I'm gonna give it like a 5 out of 10.
Pombon. Oh.
Okay, Pombon. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10, just because it looks like Palmy. It has the same color scheme as Palmy, and it even has Palm in the name. I'm gonna get that a soft 3.
It's a Pomeranian. And Gekwa. Oh, because it's a
Gekwa. This just confuses me. I'll give it a 6. Gekwa just, it sounds Pokemon-y, but it also confuses the fuck out of me. I'll give it a 6. I'm rating the names, by the way.
Go, got it. Oh, that's a very suspicious looking cloud up there in the top right.
It's a Gyarados.
And that's a lot of water. Okay. Wind and water? Wind Waker. Pokemon Wind Waker. That's it. Winds and Pokemon Waves. Winds and Waves. W and W. This year on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Global. Okay, it says release 2027. So it's next year. So that means that this is like over a year out, because they wouldn't release it in January. It would they would have to have a holiday release. So it's gonna be like November. Usually it drops in November. It's gonna be like November of next year.
Wait, hang on.
Remember how you were saying that Overwatch Mobile was probably gonna happen? I thought you were crazy. Momiji, how many times do I gotta tell you? Whenever it comes to Overwatch, I'm always fucking right. Listen, one of these days my chat will learn when I say something about Overwatch, it happens. Like, remember like 2 years ago when I said drop the 2 off of Overwatch 2? Just drop the 2 and it would make you guys look so much better. And you know what they did? Not even a month ago, they dropped the fucking 2. Everybody thought I was crazy back then. Everybody thought I was smoking some crazy shit back then. Okay? But then they dropped the fucking 2. And now I'm the one holding the goddamn crown.
No, that's next year. I got the year wrong. That's 2027. That's not coming out this year. I wasn't expecting that. They're still working on it. This might be the first time we ever got a game shown off to us at a Pokemon Presents that wasn't coming out that year. They're gonna.
Okay, here's my controversial opinion. Okay, I see 2 different realities with this game. One, I'm gonna bring it back just a bit so we see the title. One, I can see 2 different realities. One, which is the one that we're probably in, and where they were like, hey, it's the 30th anniversary. You guys have to show something for the new game for the 30th anniversary, because we can't have the 30th anniversary and not show anything. And the game is just like not ready at all. And then the second scenario, which I hope it is, but it's not. Well, let's be real, it's not. The second scenario, which I hope it is this, at where they're giving the game an extra year of development time to give it more time to breathe, because we just got ZA, and then everybody's gonna be like, oh, well, ZA is fucking dog shit. Well, listen, we all know what happens when we got Arceus and then Scarlet and Violet in the same year. Like, we all know what fucking happened then. You know what you feel me? Or no, it wasn't Scarlet and Violet, was it? Was it Sword and Shield? I don't know. All the years are fucking flooding together in my head. But we got like basically 2 mainline Pokemon games, like basically the same year. I mean, technically like 3, like, because it was like Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet or whatever the fuck it was, and then we got Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, which those were made by different people, so you can argue semantics on that. But I still think Game Freak was a little bit over that development. You know what I mean? They didn't just like completely hand it over to them. They were still were like looking over it. They had to use a couple of resources on that. And then you had Legends Arceus. So we had like 2 years and where we got like 3 Pokemon games. I mean, technically 4, if you want to argue technically 5 if you want to argue semantics, because Diamond, Pearl, Scarlet, Violet, or Sword and Shield, or whatever the fuck it was, and then Legends Arceus. But here's my thing. I don't mind waiting an extra year for a Pokemon game if that means the game actually fucking runs, okay? That's my hot take.
They're gonna be cooking longer. All right, Pokopia until November of 2027. Let's go. So great news, you have to have a Nintendo Switch by 2027. So you have the entire year to save up $500. Oh, it's over. Starter reveal, some teaser footage, logo reveal, and coming out next year. Okay, well that's all of the Pokemon Presents. There's...
Okay, so call me crazy, but like you had Scarlet and Violet, okay? Just follow my thought process here. You had Scarlet and Violet, which was kind of like Red and Blue in the sense of like, okay, so for those of you who don't know, Red and Blue, original Pokemon games. And then you had Gen 5, which was like sort of like a soft reboot for the series, which was Black and White. Black and White, you know, being like rebirth, you know, like simplicity, you know, kind of, you get me, okay? Like yada, 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 yin and yang, all that bullshit. So Black and White was kind of like the soft reboot. And then we had Gen 9, Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet is basically red, Violet basically blue. And then everybody was basically saying like, oh, for like the 25th anniversary or whatever anniversary it was for whenever those games came out. These are the how would you say, they're soft going back to their roots. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Red and blue. And then I can make an argument for this game, winds and waves. Like winds, you know, like you have like the sky, you have Ho-Oh, and then waves. You have the sea. You have Lugia. This is like kind of like a quote unquote soft like Gen 2 in that sense, or like a spiritual successor in a way, like whatever word verbiage you want to use. But one thing I wish that we did get. One thing that I wish that we did get is maybe like a silhouette of like the legendaries. Like, don't show us the legendaries. I'm not asking for like the actual legendaries, but like, am I crazy? Let me look up Scarlet and Violet real quick. I feel like we usually get some sort of like indication of like the legendary on the boxes. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at the Scarlet and Violet logo, but to be fair, looking back on it in my head, we did just get Pokemon Scarlet, just like Pokemon Word Pokemon Scarlet, Word Scarlet, and then vice versa, Pokemon Violet, and they didn't have those little trimmings. So, I mean, I guess this is sort of like standard. But I will say this. This is kind of funny, now that I think about it. This is like the third generation in a row where we've gotten like a blue box. Because we had Sword, which was a blue box. We had Violet, which is the blue box. And now we have Waves, which is the blue box. So we have Blue, we have Ruby, no, not Ruby, we have Sapphire. And then... yeah, Gold and Silver doesn't do anything. And then Gen 4, Diamond. Diamond was a blue box. Black and White. And then X from X and Y. And then Sun and Moon. Moon was a blue box. Okay, so we got Gen 1. Gen 3. So we got Blue. We got Sapphire. Diamond, X, Moon, Sword, what comes after Sword? Oh yeah, Violet, and now Waves. So out of 10 generations, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 games that have a blue motif. Out of 10 generations and technically 20 games, we have 8 out of the 10 generations that have a blue motif. That's kind of crazy. Now that I think about it. What was that thing you sent, Momiji? Oh yeah, Overwatch Rush. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute the desktop audio so you guys don't fucking die. Okay. Okay.
Here we go. Right. Okay, remember, we're here to win.
Ah, we got it. Nice.
Awesome shield. There we go.
Yes, this is the one we needed.
We're in. I'm gonna go straight to the middle. Hold the middle. Charge in.
We'll check the side room.
Let's hold it. Hey, there they are. There they are. Get behind.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Hear me out. Chat, remember years ago when that Overwatch, Chinese Overwatch clone came out? And then it looked basically just like this. Remember years ago whenever the Overwatch Chinese clone came out and it was on mobile and it looked pretty much just like this?
They're pushing hard.
Flank on the sides. Oh, they just...
Oh, we have to get out.
Get in there.
Getting Ryan.
Right in the middle. Break a shield, break a shield, break a shield. Yes, yes.
Charge in, charge in.
Make him regret it.
Nice. Oh my god.
Here's what I want to know. Why is this Ryan's shield bigger than that Ryan's shield?
That was awesome.
It's probably like a...
And we're getting fair enough.
Oh, you know what I just realized? This is Stadium. Because Soldier has like the field following him. Reinhardt has a crazy ass shield. Mercy's probably got some bullshit.
Nice. Well done, we wiped them all.
Oh, so good.
What an amazing shot.
See, Reinhardt saved the day.
That was fast.
But if you listen carefully, you can hear them rage right now.
Yes. Let's see if they come back from that.
You can see them coming.
No, no, no. What?
I wonder if there'll be any overlap between this and regular Overwatch. Like, say for example, like I have like every fucking skin in Overwatch. If I do Overwatch Mobile or whatever this is, for Overwatch Rush, will my skins transfer over, or will it be like a completely fresh account?
Running away.
Let's take them here.
Look, Ferris.
Oop, you get shattered. Yeah, you're fucking dead.
My health is down. He's on the ground.
Ferris down. Ferris.
I get a little carried away.
I have to get out. Sorry, I have to get out. I have to get out.
Oh no.
Okay, let's.
I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the saddest thing I've ever seen. That soldier sprinting away.
Let's regroup.
Sorry, that was my bad.
There. Get him. He's out of line. Reaper.
Oh, they silenced me.
He was like one melee away from death.
Oh, Reaper, how did he escape? Oh, that was inches away.
We need to kill this Reinhardt.
We've got him again.
All right.
I'm ulting.
I'm gonna heal in the back line.
I'm just surprised that Mercy lived right there.
Nice.
Make him regret it. I got Reaper in the side room. Oh yeah, Lucio, you don't got it.
Okay. I'm gonna stay with Reinhardt. Come back, rather on the point.
Okay, yeah, I'm coming.
Coming.
Up. Let's.
Ooh, watch the earth shatter.
Remember Mercy to heal.
I healed Tracer. I healed a lot.
Okay, I don't know who that person was, but like the Mercy's doing fine. Also, this is just like, this doesn't mean anything. The random ass shade was crazy. Remember Mercy to heal. Dude, you're winning. What was with that shade? Have you noticed that this game is 4v4? You're back from work? Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see. Chat, this is Overwatch 3. It's Overwatch 3. They got rid of another character. Nice. Overwatch 3 confirmed.
I'm constantly healing.
Oh, I dropped them.
This is it for the win. This one counts. Come on.
Oh.
Here we go. Alvin, middle.
Fair. Oh, she's ulting. Oh!
Fair down.
Come on. We got this. Oh, they're getting it. No.
I mean, let's be real. I understand phones are like really powerful nowadays, but I don't see your phone being able to handle, how would you say, 5v5, let alone 6v6. So 4v4, it seems like it would be about right for a phone.
You're still there. Okay, coming.
Regroup.
I'm giving them a little bit of.
The only thing that gets me is just how slow everything is. You feel me? Like, no shade, but like for someone who plays like actual Overwatch, let alone like an Overwatch custom game, seeing it how slow like they're walking and like firing and everything.
Grief. Who needs a tank?
I'm on my way back.
Just compose yourselves.
I can ultimate.
Yeah. Okay, we got this.
Composure.
Focus. I'm halfway to my ult. I don't have much.
I'm just gonna say he wasted that biotic field.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Taking the 10, taking it now. Go behind me.
I don't know how he didn't get that Lucio.
Getting Lucio. Get Lucio. Lucio's nearly down.
Lucio.
Up. The ultimate.
Yes. Nice.
Oh, that slow is brutal. Oh, where's the Reaper?
Reaper's on the point.
Oh, chat. I don't know if any of you guys noticed it, but the Reaper has the one stadium perk where whenever you shadow step, you get like a very brief, like reduced death blossom. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not.
Not, he's dead. He's no more. He's dead. Oh, maybe I yeah.
Yay!
Not around. Let's do it.
Yes. Yes. Almost.
Nice.
Got it.
Well done, team. Too easy. They had no chance. GG, y'all.
But yeah, I'm just gonna say it. That looked kind of shit. I'm just gonna say it. Overwatch Mobile or Overwatch Rush looked not amazing. It's so slow. Yeah, like if you've never played Overwatch before, or if like you're like a grandma or something, like, I feel like if you're new to Overwatch, I feel like this game would be like a pretty good way to like jump you into the series. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna play Overwatch Mobile because it's like on my phone and it's free to play or whatever. And I could see a world in which like you play it on your phone, and that jumps you into playing it on PC or fucking your Switch or like some other bullshit. But I don't. If you play Overwatch regularly, I don't think that you will physically be able to stand playing this game because it's just so slow. The chicken's growing on me. What can I say? I don't like the Pomeranian just because it reminds me of Pommy / Pomo / Pomot, and I fucking hate that thing. And also, let's be real, the dog will be on 2 legs. The dog will stand up, and then the furry community will try and fuck the dog. But like that's all we can go. The chicken, it's gonna be a chicken. The chicken is gonna conquer the world. True. The chicken, I think, will have a cool rooster for him. The dog will become like furry bait, and then the gecko. The gecko will probably... I'm calling it right now. Typically, when there's an ugly first starter, like say Poplio. Everybody was shitting on Poplio, and then but like Brione looked a little bit better. And then whenever... God damn it. How the fuck do you remember Brione, but you don't remember the last evolution of Poplio? Poplio, Brione... it's not Milotic, it's... It's not Masquerain, it's Primarina? It's Primarina. I'm pretty sure. But like you had like Poplio, where everybody was memeing it, saying how ugly it was. And then you had Brione, which looked like a little bit better, and everybody was saying how Brione should have been like the starter. And then you had Primarina, which was like this cool mermaid thing or whatever. So that's my opinion. That's my belief. It is of my humble opinion. Now everybody loves Primarina? Yeah. Here's the thing. People always liked Primarina, but we didn't know about Primarina until like the games came out. You feel me? Like when we just had Poplio, everybody was like, "Oh, Poplio's so fucking ugly. I don't want Poplio. I'm gonna get Litten because it's a cat, or Rowlet because it's cute, or whatever." So I'm gonna put my faith that this little gecko is gonna have a cool final evolution. Low key though, I think people sleep on the chicken though. I think people sleep on the chicken. The chicken, all I'm gonna say is the chicken is like, if he had a scarf, I feel like it would tie it together. If he just had like a little scarf, or maybe not like a scarf. What if he had like a little leaf on his back? I feel like maybe if he had like a leaf on his back, that would do some work for him. He's just one of those things that we're like. He's just so simplistic. I feel like that's where the hate for him's coming from. If he's getting hate, I don't know who's getting hate. A top hat and a mustache. See, now we're cooking, okay? They're all getting hate. Listen, the second that dog stands up, at least a third of the Pokemon community will shut up. I'll let you infer by yourselves what that means, but like the second that dog stands up, at least a third of the Pokemon community will shut the fuck up. But Meiji, mark my words, when that dog stands, you're gonna be singing a different tune. But not low key though, I think the rooster might have the coolest one. I'm kind of looking forward to the chicken. Just because I see his potential. You feel me? I look at that chicken and I see limitless potential. Make it a fighting type while we're at it. True. The dog will A, be furry bait and stand on two legs. It will be firefighting, and then C. I don't have anything for C. That's all I got. But low key though, here's my thought process for the chicken. Like baby chicks look very goddamn simple. And so that's what I think they were going for here. Because I feel like Rowlet got similar hate back in the day. Because Rowlet was just like an owl with a bow tie. Rowlet was glazed? Let me Google Rowlet real quick. I feel like when Rowlet was first announced, I feel like Rowlet got a little bit of hate. Like here's the thing. I agree that I think people like were always down bad for Rowlet, but at the same time, I feel like Rowlet's design got a little bit of hate at first because he was just an owl with a bow tie. The same way this is just a chicken with like whatever the fuck this is. But that's what I'm saying though, Momiji. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this chicken is gonna get the Rowlet treatment. And where like people are gonna hate on him for a minute, they're gonna sleep on it, and they're gonna be like, actually, I fuck with this chicken. Okay? And then the furry community is gonna be like, okay, I don't like this dog. They're gonna sleep on it in a minute, and they're like, okay, I slept on it a little bit, I fuck this dog. And then people are gonna look at the gecko, they're gonna sleep on it a little bit, and then they're gonna wake up and they'll be like, okay, I still hate the gecko. But when the gecko's final Evo comes out, mark my fucking words. Mark my fucking words, chat. He's gonna have the coolest evolution, and everybody who was sleeping on the gecko is gonna be like, holy shit, I see it now. I see the vision. I see the vision. Inteleon 2.0, let's be real. Inteleon never really got the glow up. Let's be real. It, like, Sobble, little bit of a bitch. Little bit of a bitch. Can't lie to you. Little bit of a bitch. I don't like Sobble. He's not that cool. Then Drizzle comes out and you're like, oh my god, he's emo. What the fuck were you thinking? And then you sort of think to yourself, okay, the first evolution sucked, or the first form sucked, the second form sucked, the final form is gonna be where it goes fucking crazy. They're gonna cook with the final form, and then you see Inteleon, and you're like, oh my god, every single version of this bastard is ugly. Sobble's ugly. Drizzle's ugly. Goddamn Inteleon's ugly. What the fuck? Why can't we have anything? As someone who chose Sobble as their starter, I have regrets every day. I'm just gonna say it. The only thing that made me feel better about choosing Sobble is that I didn't have to look at fucking Thwacky. That's the only thing that helps me sleep at night. The fact that I never had to look at Thwacky from behind. Like, that's the only thing that gives me like solace in life. Is every day I go to sleep and I think to myself like, okay, I hate Sobble, I hate Drizzle, or Drizzile. and I hate Inteleon. But then I look up at the sky and I'm like, at least I never had to look at Thwacky. At least I never had to sit there and watch my Grookey go from a Grookey to a Thwacky. In the double battle story, no. You don't understand, Momiji. What I mean is this. I may have had Sabo, okay? He may have been ugly. He may have been ugly as a baby. He may have been ugly as a boy. He may have been ugly as a man. But at least I never had to get a Grookey and then watch him evolve from a Grookey into a Thwacky and then have the realization of, I can never undo this mistake. I can never change what I've done. You feel me? That's what I mean. Like, just imagine for a second, you have a Grookey. You then evolve him, he becomes a Thwacky. Like, you would never live that down. Like, honestly, I feel like the suicide rate for people who play Pokemon Sword and Shield and watch their Grookey evolve into a Thwacky, I feel like people probably... There's probably at least a few people that kill themselves. I'm just gonna put that out there. If my Grookey evolved into a Thwacky, I probably would do the same thing. And then meanwhile, Score Bunny, which is the most basic shit ever. Listen, these guys are basic, but let's be real. Score Bunny was basic as fuck. Score Bunny had nothing going for him. He was basic as fuck. He was just Rabbit. That's all he was. Score Bunny was basic as fuck. I still think this dog takes like the prize as the most basic shit ever. That little Pomeranian fuck right there. But listen, Score Bunny back in the day, back in Gen 8, he was the basic Pokemon. But all right, chat. I think I'll call it here. I think I've rambled on enough. Anything else on the agenda? Nah, I really just wanted to do the Pokemon thing. If I'm being honest with you, I thought there would be more. I thought there would be more. Like, I may come back later and do something, but like whenever I'm doing like a YouTube stream, I like the YouTube stream to just be like concise. You know what I mean? Like, this was the direct / Pokemon bullshit. I mean, we watched a little bit of stuff that wasn't Pokemon, but I like people on YouTube, whenever they click on the video, it's just like that one thing. But yeah, I may come back on later and do something. But this weekend, what's today, Friday? I think today's Friday. This weekend, we'll play Pokemon ZA, like tomorrow or Sunday or something. And then, I don't know. You know what? Later, we might play a little bit of Overwatch later. We might play a little bit of Overwatch. Just because I've been having so much fun on Overwatch. And it's mainly just because of Jetpack Cat. It's mainly just because of Jetpack Cat. Like, low-key, like, I've been insta-locking Jetpack Cat. Mind if you join? I mean, if you're on later. I've been low-key insta-locking Jetpack Cat, and I have no regrets. I have no fucking regrets. And then whenever I play Jetpack Cat, I at the end of the game, I just type meow. Instead of GG, I just type meow. Also, on a different note, it was kind of funny. There was this one dude, and he was unhinged in this Overwatch lobby. We loaded in, and the dude said, "I hate Jews and I hate Israel." And then the dude said, "We should nuke Israel and kill all the Jews." And then I said meow, and then he called me racist and said that I wasn't allowed to say that slur. And I'm thinking to myself, you're the guy who just said we should kill all the Jews. What the fuck? I said, I don't know. Like, dude, that guy was a fucking crazy. That guy was actually fucking crazy. But nah, that's just like your typical Overwatch lobby shit. Oh, there was another game that I was in, and where I typed meow, and then some dude tried to type a paragraph saying how like we lost a point on we lost attack Eichenwald because of me, because I was DPSing as Jetpack Cat, and I was just sitting there thinking to myself, it's like, bro, I'm the only reason we got the third point, because I back-capped first point, because they flew over the choke, and I back-capped first point. I killed the entire team, which got a second point. And then the third point, they went Torbjorn, Bastion, and like a bunch of other bullshit. And then we ended up like not capping third, which, let's be real, if this was like competitive, we probably could have like inked out a win. But because it was like quick play, we lost. But I was like, bro, I had the least deaths. I had the most kills, not the most assists, because I was getting a lot of elims. But I had the least deaths, the most kills, the most damage, the most healing, and I think maybe even the second, maybe even the most mitigation. And the bro was like, "You're the reason why we lost." And I'm like, you know what? You're lucky I'm playing Jetpack Cat right now, and I'm trying to be lore accurate, and I can only say meow. But because if I was a human, I would have clapped back. Anyway, that's all I got, Chad. Bye bye.